There we go. That's what I'm looking for. I think. Alright, we'll put the chat on the other screen. This is my chat, right? Oh, why is YouTube so complicated? Is that my chat? That's my chat, right? Okay. I hope that's my chat. Also, I don't know what my audio sounds like. I'm gonna have to... I hope that's my chat. Play it. Okay, that sounds fun. Also, I don't know what my audio sounds like. I'm gonna have to... I hope that's my chat. Play. Okay. Alright, I've one viewer. It might be just me, but I'm just gonna start reacting now because... when I look at a patch, generally... I look at the scroll bar. The first thing I do is, I don't read this shit. I don't read any of this. There's a trailer as well, by the way. Oh boy, okay, alright. What's up, YouTube? It's your boy, A47X, and thank you so much for joining us as we embark on this journey of going through this patch. It's probably going to take me... Ideally, I only want to do this in 2 hours because, you know, I really don't want to stretch this out. But this looks like it's going to take the whole day based on this scroll bar. So whenever I look at a patch, I look at this scroll bar, and I can see that this is going to take... it's basically Dota 3. That's what I'm going, you know, getting at here. So, all right, here we go. Actually, hold on. Let me link this to... Okay, all right. This is gonna be crazy to say the least, but we'll try our best. Okay, so the new Frontiers update, a new map, major gameplay changes, and so much more. It's a whole new world to explore. All right, well, I'm gonna watch this trailer. That's loud as fuck. I'm sorry to my... Holy shit. Is this Dota 3? Alright, bet. Okay. So, yeah, alright. Giant patch, let's go through it. Frontiers update is shipping a new map, major gameplay changes, matchmaking changes, oh my god, it's practically Dota 3. How much more? So much that it actually got hard to remember it all, and we started to panic for a few days until someone remembered we could just write it down, so we did. Now we can read it anytime we like, and you can too. Start scrolling to read on. The chat is enabled, so I'm able to interact with you guys on youtube.com/A47X. Feel free to say hello, and yeah, alright. New map. New map! We finally got a new map! Oh! Alright, the Dota map has been expanded. Okay, has been massively expanded. The core objective of the game remains the same. Your lanes are further away from each other, and everything you need to win is still in the center of the map. But with 40% more terrain, there's plenty of room to reap new resources and discover New strategies. Both main jungles have also been fully reconfigured, shaking up vision placement, juke routes, farming, and more. What the fuck? Oh my days. Okay. This looks munted as fuck. Okay. So we got a new house for Roche. A new outpost. A twin gate. Watches. A lotus pool. What the fuck is all this? Oh my days. I cannot. Oh, okay. Look. Generally with map changes, I think it's better if I launch the main game. So let's just do that quickly. And... oh, man. I don't want to get spoiler alert, though. So, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Because I really don't want to see this shit. Okay, alright. Okay, that's the trailer. We can skip this. Let's just go straight into a bot game. With cheats. See, I don't want to see my fucking hero. Fuck. Oh my god, what the fuck? I don't want to see this. Crystal Maiden. just let me pick. I don't know what the fuck any of this shit is. No. Alright. Crystal Maiden. It's turbo, fuck. Alright.
Who calls the Crystal Maiden?
Outpost, a twin gate, a new house, and for some reason, it looks like Roshan has two houses, or what? This game might end real fast because it's turbo, and it's gonna be awkward when we come back to it, but, okay, alright, so we got a bunch of new stuff. So the shield runes, river power runes also get an addition. Is there like a... okay, we'll just read this. Okay, so Roshan's new home. He gets 2 fantastic new pits located in the northwest and southeast corners of the map. These pits must also be close to a gym, because Roshan's even tankier now. Roshan also no longer drops shards, and now drops cheese on his second death instead of third. His third death drops a refresher shard, or a scepter, depending on whether he's in the north or south pit. Okay. Alright. Twin gates now connect the corners of the map. Alright, okay, you know what? We gotta talk about Roshan, because this thing is kind of munted. Okay, so we love that Roshan has an RNG aspect to it. I wonder, so it just randomly spawns in north or south? Oh my days, that is awesome, because comeback mechanics involve usually Roshan to start any good, comeback, right? And the fact that it's not dire heavy, and it could be, it's on the corners of the map. That's really interesting. No more shard. Probably a really good change, but it also hurts like a couple of heroes. It definitely hurts Ursa. Definitely a huge Ursa nerf. But all those quick timing heroes, definitely it hurts a lot for sure when you try to get that second Aegis and close the game out. So, look, I think this change is better overall, because shard was kind of like toxic on a lot of heroes. So I'm not too... I'm pretty cool with that change. Twin gates. 2 gates now connect the corners of the map near the safe lane towers, allowing players to teleport instantly from one edge of the map to another. So, this is a twin gate, right? This is a twin gate. Okay, so twin gates. This is a gameplay change where it has obvious lore implications. You guessed it, Dota 2 now unofficially exists in the Pac-Man expanded universe. Okay. So, obviously, you'd probably need to take control of it in order to be able to safely port through. Because, yeah, I figured if it's both sides, it's pretty broken. That's interesting, but yeah, sure. Okay. Lotus pools, is this the shrine? Left and right sides of the map, near where the creep waves first meet. They periodically spawn fruit that when eaten grants mana and HP. Okay, so it's not a full-blown shrine. Players can stockpile this fruit, convert it into even larger, higher value fruit in the late game. Okay. So this large fruit can act as a small cheese. Joe, thank you for joining me. Bevo89, thank you so much for joining me. Appreciate you all for watching this legend. Not even a legend review at this point. I'm definitely heading back to Archon after this patch. But this Lotus Ball is like functions as a pseudo cheese, I guess. That's my take on it. We'll definitely be testing some stuff later, that's for sure. Tormentors, these two powerful neutral creep spawns near each base after 20 minutes, and both have a belly full of Aghanim shards, but there's a catch, and the catch is there's two catches. Tormentors are equipped with mega shields, which reflect most of the damage you throw at them. They go stronger each time you kill them, so it'll probably require your entire team to take down one. The good news is much like... Okay, yeah, sure. So, it's practically Dota 3, isn't it, Bevo? I keep coughing. I'm so sorry, guys. I probably need water for this. You know what? Let me actually get some water. Oh, no, I think I've got water here, actually. Oh, no. Yeah, give me a second, guys. Because this is going to be a long patch. This already feels like Dota 3, Bevo, because of the scroll bar. Generally, when I look at the size of a patch, I just look at the scroll bar, and this practically feels like Dota 3. But that's my opinion. Anyway, Torment is interesting. This is the new way to acquire Aghanim shards without purchasing it. Yeah, cool. Love it. You know, a little side objective. Because Dota 2 has always been pretty empty in the mid game, where the only variable factor is the only variable and the only side objective that, you know, obviously, except, you know, warding and taking towers, is Roshan. And, you know, gonna get... Okay, yeah, that's fine, Joe. All good. This will be later as on my YouTube channel as a VOD. If you want to see certain sections of it, feel free to. So, yeah, thank you so much for joining me. And, yeah, I'll see you next time. Yeah, so, Tormentors, awesome. Would love to see how that works out. Watchers are like Terminators. Are like Terminators, but for watching. They are relentless. They don't know pain. They don't know fear. They are lazy, though. And they won't start watching until you click on them. Watchers begin their game inactive and neutral. But once activated, grants vision over the Watcher's area for 7 minutes. Or until your enemies sabotage it to temporarily disable it. When a team kills Roshan, all Watchers will turn to their side. Oof, so what is this, like a ward? It's a ward, okay, yeah, for 7 minutes. And they can't die, so it's a structure-based ward, okay. That's really interesting. Like I said, we'll definitely be testing this out later, because I don't want to switch too much into patch into game, because I don't want to get spoiled, so we'll definitely have a look later in the game. Defender's Gates combine the sparkly high fantasy of Dota with the practicality of doors on your house that you can lock when you go to the grocery store to destroy its action. It's a backdoor to your base with a handy force field that lets your team through and keeps the enemy out. While the enemy is assaulting the front, you can sneak in and... What the fuck is this? What is this? Okay. Okay, alright. This is about to this is gonna be really interesting. Tony, thank you so much for joining us as we embark on this patch review. Defender's Gates, okay, very cool. Wisdom Runes. Explore the edges of the map to unearth Wisdom Runes, which grants XP boost to any hero wise enough to steal one. Wisdom Runes spawn near your base, offering an easy to defend way to keep a losing game from spinning out of control. Love this. I love any mechanic that can keep you in the game. You know what I mean? This is really awesome changes I'm seeing so far. Yeah, this this patch is crazy. Sorry, I keep clearing my throat. I'm fucked. Waking up voice. You know what I mean? All right, wisdom runes. You know, I better. I'm gonna clear my throat. Actually, I'm gonna fucking die. Actually. Oh god, I'm such a bad streamer, guys. Sorry. Oh god, I'm dying, guys. Okay, all right. Wisdom runes. All right, poggies. Shield runes. River power runes also get an additional with the beefy new shield rune, which gives 50% of your max HP as a barrier. Dive a tail for a kill in the early game, or walk up to a blind hill to surprise both enemy and yourself. Okay. Shield runes. Gonna be broken on certain heroes because 50% of your max HP. Let's say on the highest strength gain hero like Centaur, or the top 5 strength gain hero on like a Tide or something. Could be pretty broken, especially in the early game when you don't have a break. So super interesting, this concept here. I love these like runes and stuff, like, you know, anything to like this is just awesome to see already. So yeah, 12 new creep camps. Some of the creeps got tired of getting butchered all the time in the jungle and have established 12 new camps scattered throughout the expanded map. So now you can butcher them dead. Okay, so more hot pockets, more gold. So I assume there will be like a lot of gold nerfs or a lot of price increases on items, because that is a lot of influx of gold, to say the least. What's going on? 216. So now I can't claim to be the 3rd best player. Oh, that's okay. You can join me in the dumpster. That's alright. As the worst player, so it's not the worst. Anyway, new outposts. The new expanded map features 2 new outposts. The original outposts have been moved to new locations, which raises the obvious question. So this is not new. Okay, this is not new, guys. This is definitely not new. Okay, alright, so firstly with the map, love it, love it. I love the fact that we get this, like, you know, expanded map, and I can see, like, there's, like, these watches, though, man, I don't know, man, that feels, like, that feels really fucking good. Maybe it might be fun to play support again. Yeah. Definitely, like, your roaming supports. I could see roaming supports definitely making a comeback. 12 new creep camps. Maybe junglers are back, but like Chen and Enchantress have been not necessarily nerfed to the ground, but they don't take that Centaur level 1 like the good old days. So yeah, overall map changes, fantastic, isn't it, Beaver 89? We love those. All right. New major gameplay changes. Okay, so I think we got a little spoiler of this because I saw one attribute called Universal, and I was wondering what that was, but I thought it was like a meme or something. But here we go. New hero attribute type. As the 4th Spirit Brother would release, Void Spirit shouldn't have been a strength, agility, or intelligence hero. To stand apart, he really should have been a new kind of hero. A 4th kind of hero. Introducing Universal Heroes, a new main stat group composed of existing heroes that now they gain 0.6 damage from each stat of any attribute. Here we go. So this is straight out of the Bane book. Our engineers assure us that this number is perfectly balanced, unless it isn't. But the good news is that we're all going to find out together in the grand adventure. There's the new Frontiers update. All right, so this is the Universal Hero. So if Invoker is part of this, you and I are going to have a problem, Beaver89. I'm looking at you. Yeah. Beaver89, I'm looking at you, sir. BKB reworked. Activating BKB now applies a basic dispel, as usual, and grants 50% magic resistance and a debuff immunity. While it's active, negative effects from debuffs don't affect you. Plus, you'll have immunity from pure and reflected damage. So we were talking about Blade Mail the other day. Yeah, well, that's that's just dead in the water, guys. But be careful. If BKB expires before the duration of any of the debuffs, the debuffs will now be applied for whatever duration is left. Effects that pierce magic immunity also pierce a debuff immunity. Okay, so BKB just got a hell of a lot worse. For sure. Okay, that definitely got a lot worse because this shouldn't be a thing. So BKB is like normal BKB, but now you get negative debuffs. Like if you get like stunned through your BKB, is that how it works? Yeah, and debuff immunity. Yeah. So you can get stunned, and once your BKB runs out, and you have any stun debuffs left, you are stunned for that duration. That's basically what I'm reading. Yeah. So this item got a hell of a lot worse. Yeah, this item got a hell of a lot worse. Yeah. Okay. Neutral item drops reworked. Yeah, I like that too, Beaver89. I really like that. It just makes BKB a whole lot worse though. But I get what they're trying to do with it. I get what they're trying to do with it. I really do. Yeah, like like the amount of nerfs that BKB has suffered throughout 732, with like the increase on the cooldown and it costing mana and all that stuff. Yeah, it's always been a strong item, but yeah, this is definitely the way to go about it. Yeah, it's a mandatory item. That's correct. Yeah. Anyway, moving on. Neutral item drops reworked. Muttering forest creatures used to mean getting a cool new item, neutral item. That usually went to the carry, who usually wasn't you. Now killing a neutral item randomly drops a token, which lets you choose from 5 available neutral items. Each token offers a full array of 5 options, so even the last player to redeem the token has a real choice. Teams can give tokens to anyone to use, but once you select an item, it can't be shared. So divvy your tokens wisely. What? Yeah, that's my reaction as well. What? Okay, so killing a neutral keep randomly drops a token. Okay, this token allows you to get 5 available neutral items. Sorry, choose from 1 out of the 5 available neutral items. Is it the same 5? No, it can't be, because like, what if a support gets shafted? You know what I mean? Yeah, that's been the problem with neutral items, especially on the tier 2 side, in my opinion. Tier 2 neutral items, sometimes they're like especially for 5s, there's not a lot of good choices. Like we usually have to take like if we don't get Philosopher's Stone, we have to get like Dragon Scale or some other dog shit item to like survive. Because carries usually take the Pupil's Gift and the Vambrace and the mids will usually take like the Cast Range or something like that sometimes, So it should be, you take one. You get the token, you activate it, whatever it works, and then there's 5 items, and it should be like 5 items. Like, it should be 5 items that you get to choose from. But I don't know, like, if the 4th token means that you only get 2 choices or something like that. I'll have to see later, but that's super interesting. And it could be good if it's the way I think it is. But otherwise, yeah, there's still a lot of RNG aspect to... like, especially once we, like, the tier 2... items, and then like the tier 5 items especially, like tier 5 items are like the worst thing to get shafted on, absolute worst thing. Like the opponents can rip like Ex Machina and Pirate Hat, so they just have like, this 25-second BKB. Obviously I'm talking 732 patch, but like they get this like BKB forever, and with Pirate Hat they have Pirate Hat with Octarine Core, for example. They could just simply dig up runes the entire time, and that's like from when you first buy back to all the way to the timer. So like 7 minutes, right, or 8 minutes, whatever the timer may be. You can get enough bounty runes if you consistently dig. You can get enough reliable gold to turtle in base. You never have to farm a creeper outside. You have that gold from the Pirate Hat, and you'll have buyback again. That's how like OP it is. So it'll be really interesting to see how this works. But I've talked too much about neutral items, but here we go. Neutral keeps scaling. Of course, camps will get harder to wipe out as the game goes on. It should have been like this, it should have been like this the whole time. So, you know, it's not like Battle Fury and Vanguard and you're good to go on like a lot of heroes or like Radiance or something like that. Like they should get more, you know, increased HP and all that stuff. So, yeah, creep scaling, cool. Kill formula reworked. We've reworked the kill formula to make early game kills more impactful and motivate players to gank other lanes. Okay, this is some SEA Dota is going to be super interesting. Yeah, we love bloodbaths, so this is gonna be really crazy to say in the early game. Like if you've got like, yeah, roving fours are back. Let's just say crit on the Earth Spirit or something like that is gonna be real happy to be seeing some of these changes on the patches already. But yeah, we've also reduced gold scaling for lane creeps, making creep farming less profitable. Yes, as the game progresses, and encouraging players to beat the gold out of each other instead. So, SEA Dota, Philo Dota, this is the patch for you already. Like, this is crazy. This is actually crazy. Good stuff. Unstunning new feature. Playing your hero is always more fun than sitting around not playing your hero. While fans of playing things and critics of not playing things, your dreams have come true. Get ready to play a hero more than ever before. How? Easy. We've reduced the duration of almost every disable in the game. What? We reduced the duration of almost every disable in the game? How did we come up with this insane plan even easier? We took a Beastmaster Raw to the face and suddenly had a lot of time to think about it. Lovely. Holy shit. Okay. Stuns became less impactful, obviously. So that means your initiations are going to be real interesting because Dota has always been about 100 to 0 on a hero with a stun. If you can burst them in that window, they didn't get to play the hero. They didn't get to use their BKB. They didn't get to do shit, right? That's going to be harder to do, obviously. So it's going to be real interesting to say the least. Team fights actually have meaning because your carry that's getting disabled can actually play the game now. Bevo with the comment, that's a huge buff to us since we never draft stuns. It is, isn't it? It is, Bevo89. I agree. I completely agree. We never draft stuns, so this is going to be perfect for us. Oh my goodness. I'm already cooking up the Battle Cup drafts. I'm already cooking it up, boys. Oh, hoo-hoo. Okay. Anyway, we're getting ahead of ourselves. We are not even like a third of the way through this patch. But anyway, hero highlights. While all heroes have been balanced, some have been balanced more than others. We're calling a few of those heroes out. Muerta, 2 months of haunting the lanes. Muerta has finally found the Aghanims, Sept and a shot, and we will. Oh, okay. It's just gonna be all of this. So Muerta, Clinks, and Arc Warden are one of the 3 hero highlights so far for major reworks. So I don't think I want to delve into this now because I want to keep reading through. We'll quickly scroll through all this. Ogre, Magi, Medusa, Alchemist. Yep. Yeah, I think I want to get through the heroes later. So we'll just keep going. New items. Okay. So we'll go back to the heroes. I'll just make a quick note of it. Someone remind me in the chat, but I'm sure I'll remember it. Anyway, new items. Is this neutrals? This is not a neutral, right? No, this is definitely not a neutral. 50 health, that's crazy. Anyway. Blood grenade. Throw a grenade at the target area. Enemies in the area will take 50 damage on impact and be slowed by 15% and take 15 damage every second for 5 seconds. For 65 gold. 15% slow for 65 gold. Is that a lot? That's not a lot, right? 50% slow? No, we don't care about the damage. The 15% slow. Orb of Venom is like what? Like half of that, right? Okay. Sure. Okay. Alright. Diadem. 6 attributes. For 1,000 gold. Ultimate Orb is 2,000 gold for 10. Tony, it's single use. Yes. Yes. Yes, it is. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, yes, it is. It is. 75 mana, 10-second cooldown, 65 gold. Yeah, okay. But you get 50 HP for it. Not sure about the 50 HP. That's nice, I guess. But yeah. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Diadem, plus 6 attributes. To put things in perspective, Ultimate Orb is like 2,000 gold for 10 attributes. I'm sorry, does that bomb cost health points? No, it doesn't cost health points. It gives you 50 HP as a stat. The mana cost is red. Yes, that's correct. Alright. Because the mana cost here is blue. Yes, it does cost HP. You're right. It does cost HP. That's really interesting. Wow. This is one of the very... This might be the only item in the game that... You know, except Soul Ring, but... That's really interesting. I wonder if this is going to be a reoccurring theme. But, yeah. 50 damage, 15% slow. 15 damage of every second for 5 seconds. Radius 300. Not bad. Okay. Diadem, plus 6. Put things in perspective, I already said, but Ultimate Orb is plus 10 for 2,000 gold. Cornucopia, 1,200 gold for 5 regen, 2 mana regen, and 7 damage. That's pretty good, because it's not Falcon Blade, is it? Falcon Blade is like 12 damage. But I'm sure all these items build up to like crazy shit because of, you know, of this, right? Anyway, Pervise? I don't know how to read this, I'm sorry guys. But 3 armor, 2.5 mana regen, 175 health. Active, protect, 75 mana cost on an 18-second cooldown. When cast on an ally, grants them a physical damage barrier that absorbs 300 damage. Duration 8 seconds, range 1000. 1000! Cast range? Dude, this item, like, destroys Void in the early game. Faceless Void. PA. 1000 cast range, that's nuts! Tony, what are we doing? Tony, I'm gonna have to time you out, sir. We don't take that in our chat. Oh my goodness. Joe, there. Oh, okay. This is spoilers. I'm gonna try to avoid that. Anyway, Phylactery, 200 HP, 200 mana, 7 attributes. Empower spell. The next unit target spell you cast on an enemy deals a separate 125 bonus damage to the target and slows them by 50% for 1.5-2 seconds. For 1.2 seconds. Okay. So this only works on certain heroes, right? Because it has to be the next unit target spell. Yeah, the next unit target spell. Yeah, this only works on certain heroes. But 200 HP, 200 mana, 7 attributes. 10 attribute for Ultimate Orb is 2k gold. I mean, it's not too bad. The thing is, like, what's the build-up? Is like, it's not just 2,400 gold, you just one-shot this shit, right? Okay. Harpoon? Yeah, there's no way this is, like... There's no way these items are one-shot. And they don't require any build-up. Harpoon, 15 attack speed, damage... 20 strength, 10 agility, 16 in 2 mana regen. Troll forth. When targeting an enemy, fire a harpoon at them that pulls you and the target closer together. Up to 35% of the distance between you and your target. If the caster is melee, the hero and target are always pulled to within melee distance of each other. Passive Echo Strike. Here we go. That's the Echo Saber, right? Yeah. Yeah, because this is Echo Saber. Causes melee attacks to it. Yeah. So this is like... This is like $1,800 recipe or item. I don't know what it is, but why isn't there a build-up? Okay, whatever. But this is an interesting item. Good catch. Yeah, good catch. Disperser. 20 agility, 10 int, and 45 damage. If targeting an enemy, slows it for 4 seconds. Both movement speed reduction and increase start at 100% and gradually decrease to 0 over the course of the buff duration. Similar to Lifesteal or Open Wounds. If targeting an ally, applies a basic dispel. And increases their movement speed by 100% and makes them unslowable for 4 seconds. The movement speed buff is decreased to 0 over the course of the buff duration. Passive, Mana Break. This is the Diffusal Blade upgrade. Each attack burns 40 mana and deals 1 physical damage per mana burned. 8 mana per attack from a melee illusion. Yeah, this is a Diffy upgrade. Okay. So... Okay, alright, I guess we'll figure it out. On how these items... Because there's no way this is like... This is like crazy. Yeah, there's some build-up going on. Anyway. Neutral items. Oh my days. Okay. 7 new neutral items to the mix and bring back some old favorites. Duelist Gloves. Fuck it, this is going to be a meme to the shit house. 10 damage. Grants 15 attack speed. Passive. Boldness. Grants 15 attack speed as long as there are enemy heroes within 900 units. This could be real interesting, this item. Because if you can... If this passive... If you lose this passive during fog, you know what I mean? Like, if there's hero in the trees or something, you just know, right? It's similar, like, does it function like a Slack ulti? Spark of Courage. Passive, Courage. Provides 10 damage for when the hero is above 50% health. And 5 armor when they're below that threshold. Awesome item, but no stats. Very cool item, but no stats. And no regen and all that stuff. Gosama Cape at tier 2. 20 movement speed. Passive 6 cents. Automatically dodge an attack from an enemy hero. That's pretty good. That might be pretty good. If they have like crits. 20 movement speed is always nice though. Defiant Shell. 5 armor. 7 attributes. Passive Reciprocity. Jesus, I can't read that. What is that? Reciprocity, is it? My English is so awful. When attacked, the hero counterattacks a target within their attack range, 5-second cooldown. Like a Legion duel, right? Like the Legion 3rd? 5 armor, 7 attributes. Not too bad. For tier 3. Not too bad. Vindicator's Axe. Bonus attack speed 25. Passive provides 30 damage if equipped hero is silenced, and 15 armor if equipped hero is stunned. 15 armor! What? Bro, these physical damage cores are sweating. I'm just gonna say PA and Void don't feel so good already. There's a lot of counterplay to like these like especially on Void. Like you equip this playing against the Void, they chrono you, you have 15 armor. And then your support will come in with like with this Pavis item, right? Nuts. Dandelion Amulet. Bonus movement speed, 25 movement speed. Bonus mana, 300. Passive, magical damage block. Every 12 seconds, blocks up to 300. Magic damage from damages over 75. That's really good too. That's really good. Chrono ult isn't a stun. That definitely is a stun, isn't it? That's interesting. Okay. But still, like, you get the concept, right? Like, like, Lion comes in with, like, a... like a impale, like a blink impale. Like obviously with like hex isn't a stun, but like he impales you, and like the PA jumps in, suddenly you have plus 15 armor. You know what I mean? Like it's nuts. Marty's Plate at tier 4, 20 magic resistance, redirect 20% of all damage dealt to your allied heroes to you for 8 seconds. So it's like the Abaddon Aghanims. That's Abaddon Aghanims. But as a neutral item. That is not balanced, by the way. That's definitely not balanced. But obviously, you know, you gotta be super tanky for that. But that shouldn't be balanced. All good neutral items so far though. Really like it. Late game against Bursty Cores with Abyssal Blade, that's a top tier. Yeah, I agree, but it's tier 3. That's the thing. So you do outscale this at some point. But still, like, this is, like, I wouldn't mind holding this even through some tier 4s. Like, that's, this item is ridiculous, right? Also, this is really OP with Mask of Madness. If it's old Mask of Madness, this could be really OP with Mask of Madness. Yeah. But yeah, you're right. Late game Bursty Cores with Abyssal Blade, definitely. 15 armor is no joke. That's a lot of armor. Holy moly. Okay. Matchmaking. Let's be honest, there are 8 billion people on the planet, and 99.99% of them are terrible at Dota. This means matchmaking can be a challenge, especially if you're good at Dota and like playing with people who are almost, but hopefully not quite as good as Dota as you. We have done a bunch of work and a bunch of math to improve the quality of our matchmaking across the board for players of all skill levels. We don't have to worry about this because we play in a dead... we play in a dead region, so... Yep. Matchmaking with confidence. MMR is really just made of 2 numbers, rank and rank confidence. Your rank is an estimate of your skill, and your rank confidence is our confidence is in that estimate. When you play a match, we adjust your rank based on whether you win or lose. Your rank confidence also goes up, because now we have more data. Undesired clumping, the worst kind of clumping. Dota has traditionally used a modified version of the ELO algorithm to implement rank and rank confidence changes. But over time we've noticed a few problems with our approach. For example, the distribution of MMR has gradually shifted lower, causing an undesired clumping in the 0 to 1000 MMR range. Another problem was that players took a break and returned were having a hard time getting back to an accurate MMR because their previous skill level was no longer representative. To address this, we're switching to a new rhythm called Glico, which will let you quickly and accurately get matched with other players at a similar skill level. On the math side, Glico lets us factor a player's rank confidence into our calculations, resulting in a more accurate decision about rank gain and losses. The switch to our new matchmaking system will feel a little like the start of the new matchmaking season. All players will be placed back into a short calibration mode, initially seeded by their previous rank. Calibration is no longer a fixed number of matches, instead a player is considered calibrated wherever their rank confidence is above a certain threshold. Upon calibration, it is likely that you'll end up with a different medal that you had before. However, even if your medal changes significantly, you should expect to be matched with a player of a similar skill level. Matches will no longer have fixed MMR gain and loss. It will be variable based on the number of factors, including the ranks and rank confidence of the participants. However, we will cap the gain and loss per match to prevent particularly negative outcomes. A player's rank confidence will slowly lower over time if the player does not play matches. We've been running both matchmaking systems simultaneously behind the scenes for a while now to help us build confidence in these changes. We understand that accurate MMR is the only one of the many factors that impact match quality, and like all changes in this space, we're interested in hearing your feedback. Okay, sure. Immortal matchmaking. At Immortal rank, knowing the other players, gelling with them and choosing a nice balance of roles is more important than just MMR. So we've redesigned matchmaking at the Immortal level to account for that. Matches in the Immortal ranks won't use pre-made teams anymore. Instead, 2 captains will get to draft will get to draft the other 8 players onto each team. Okay, making a team more impactful than if you just rely on the MMR to assign lineups. So if your match sucks now, you've got no one to blame but yourselves, immortals. Okay, that's really interesting. UI. Blurry vision and shooting pains down your arms. Our advice is to ignore it. That's just your body's way of saying it's hungry. Got a flat tire, drive on the rim, it's still round. The point is, pretty much everything in life can be safely ignored without consequence. Yeah, that's definitely how it works, except out of health bars. The stuff is important, which is why a bunch of health-related UI info is getting a massive upgrade with these updates. Health bar barriers. Did you know Dota has shields, magic shields, physical shields, aquatic shields, all sorts of shields? Maybe you missed them or mostly ignored them because there are no way to know how much shield you started with or how much you had left. Oh yeah, true, because it's just a debuff. Yep, it's just a buff or a debuff. Yep, but that Dark Age of Uncertainty ends today. Now you can see everything, or at least both of those things. You can even see which type of shield it is. To celebrate how much better all those old shields are with this visual upgrade, we've added a bunch of new abilities that feature them. We've also renamed them from shields to barriers, so you don't get confused thinking there's a Vanguard on your health bar. You're welcome. So is that red bit like Vanguard? The blue thing is the aquatic shield. That must be it. Health bar pips. Some units don't have traditional health pools, they require a specific number of attacks to destroy them. Now instead of the usual guesswork or some genius level counting in your head, you can look at the unit you want to murder. It will show you handy little pips that represent the number of hits it can take before it shuffles off this mortal coil. Okay. Health cost. While most abilities in Dota consume mana, some consume health instead. Now those abilities actually display the HP cost of casting them. Not bad. Actually kind of crazy, nobody thought to put that there before. Anyway, it's there now. Thanks, Gabe. Balance changes. Alright. Huge list of stuff. There's a huge list of stuff there. Okay. Alright. Okay, so this is the technical part of it. Okay, so map reworked. Alright, so this is the 20-hour purge video. Here we go. Map changes, twin gates, remove Roshan pit, 2 new Roshan pits. Roshan kit is currently highlighted. No longer drops shard, drops cheese. On the second death, on the third death, it drops Aghanim Scepter when killed on the Radiant side and Refresher Shard while killed on the Die side. Roshan's HP increased per minute from 115 to 130. And base armor has been increased from 20 to 30. 2 Tormentor mini bosses. Yep. So they spawn at 20 minutes. Tormentor has 1 health, 20 armor, 50% magic resistance, and a 2500 damage barrier, which regenerates at 100 HP per second. Bounty is 250 gold. Then an attack or move, but they reflect 70% of damage received evenly amongst all heroes in the 1200 radius. All reflected damage is dealt as magical. And it deals 200 damage to illusions. Destroying a Tormentor grants an Aghanim Shard to one of the 2 lowest net worth allied heroes. They still do not have a shard when it dies. If all heroes have an Aghanim Shard, destroying the Tormentor gives 280 gold and 280 experience to each hero. Tormentor respawn in 10 minutes after the defeat, each time increasing their barrier region by 100 and damage reflection by 20%. Added 2 new alternate exit parts on the base near the offlane T3 towers. These parts connect with the area where the Tormentor spawns. Yep, okay. And these entrances and exits can only be used by the team of the base they are in. Power runes no longer repeats until all different runes have spawned, so you don't get sacked by Storm region, Arcane. Like that's the only runes that they spawn from. So power runes no longer repeat until all different runes have spawned. The first rune of the next cycle is always different from the last rune of the previous cycle. Added a new power rune, Shield rune, grants a barrier equal to 50% of the users. Of the user's max HP. We already talked about the Wisdom rune, but it gives 280 XP for each 7 minutes elapsed to the hero that grabs it. Sure. Outposts no longer grant XP. I didn't even know that's the thing. What the fuck? What? When have they given XP? I actually don't know what outposts do, to be honest, except they, like the structure in the building in the middle, and it's like a TP point. But anyway, 2 more outposts to the edges of the map. On the safe lanes near T1 towers and twin gates. Outposts no longer provide vision or true sight around them. Okay. Added 8 watches to the map. Inactive watches can be right-clicked by any hero and channeled for 1.5 seconds in order to turn them on. When on, watches grant 800 radius vision over its area for 7 minutes, after which it deactivates and becomes neutral again. A hero from the opposing team can channel an active watcher for 4.5 seconds to destroy it. So it takes 3 seconds to take control of it. Watchers respawn 2 minutes after being destroyed. Oh, right. You could 2 minutes. So you can't just like tap the watcher to destroy it and then tap it again to activate it. So there is a 2-minute cooldown. Okay, I see. Watchers are located in the center of each main jungle. I'm not gonna go through that. Yeah, we'll go through the map later. Added 2 Lotus pools on the edges of the map near the river. Every 3 minutes, each Lotus pool spawns 1 healing Lotus, up to a total of 6 available at a time. Lotus pools can be challenged to grant 1 healing Lotus per second. A healing Lotus is stackable consumable that replenishes 125 HP and 125 mana on use, and the use of it is a 5-second cooldown. 3 healing Lotuses. So this is the Greater Fairy Fire. Here we go. Yeah, this is the Greater Fairy Fire as a neutral item when neutral items first came out. 3 healing Lotuses are combined into a Greater Healing Lotus, which restores 400 health and mana, and 2 of those Great Healing Lotuses are combined into a Greater Healing Lotus, which restores 900 HP and mana. Both teams have a vision of both Lotus pools content. Okay. To put things into perspective, Cheese gives 2500 and 1250 mana, I believe. Or maybe it's 2500. I'm not sure, but it's like 2500 HP. I'm pretty sure. So, just to put things into perspective. 12 new neutral camps. Most of them are bound to 4 new named areas: the well, the graveyard, the statue, and the mines. Any unit receives a special buff while staying there. The well, 2 hard and 1 medium neutral camps located below the Radiant Safe Lane Tower. Units here are granted Well Wishes buff, which is a 1.5 mana regen. The mines, 2 hard and 1 medium neutral camps. Units here are granted Mighty Mines buff, which is +4 health regen. The statue, 1 extra neutral camp located on the left from the Radiant off lane between the tier 1 and tier 2 towers. Units here are granted the Stalwart statue buff, which is +2 armor. The graveyard, 1 ancient neutral camp located on the right from the Dire between tier 1 and tier 2. Units here are granted the graveyard glyph buff, which is +5 attack damage. And the remaining 4 camps are easy and medium camps near the new outposts at Twin Gates. They don't belong to any named areas. Okay. This is the big one. New hero type. New attribute. New type of attribute called Universal. Universal heroes don't have a primary attribute, but get 6.6 damage per point of each attribute. Captive draft now select 7 random hero from each attribute. Okay. Single draft now offers 4 heroes, 1 per attribute, and the list of universal heroes are the following heroes: Abaddon, Bane, Batrider, Beastmaster, Brewmaster, Brewmother, Chen, Clockwork, Darkseer, Willow, Dazzle, Enigma, Wisp, Lone Druid, Lycan, Marcy, Magnus, Mirana, Nyx Assassin, Pangaea, Phoenix, Sandking, Snapfire, Techies, Timbersaw, Venge, Venomancer, Visage, Void Spirit, Windrunner, and Winter Wyvern. Okay. No Invoker, that's good. Disables reduction. Duration of the majority of disables is reduced. Specifics can be found in corresponding hero. Debuff immunity. Spell immunity reworked into debuff immunity. So these are the BKB changes. Debuff immunity is different in 3 major ways: the spell application, debuff protection, and damage reduction. Spell application: all spells can now be used on units with a debuff immunity, even ones that don't pierce debuff immunity. Corresponding visual effects will appear and the spell will apply all of its debuffs on the target. Debuff protection: negative effects don't pierce debuff immunity, will not have an effect on the target for the duration of the immunity. However, if the debuff immunity expires before the debuff that doesn't pierce it, then it will take effect for the remaining duration. Negative effects that pierce debuff immunity take effect immediately. Damage reduction: debuff immunity increases magic resistance and negates pure and reflected damage completely. These effects protect only against spells that don't pierce the debuff immunity. Physical damage is not reduced in any case. Here's a list of the magic resistance for all abilities that previously gave spell immunity. So Brewmaster's Earth Brilling, Clockwork Talent, Dawnbreaker Shard, Elder Titan Scepter, Husker Lifebreak, Legion Commander Talent, Lion Shard, Marcy Talent, Pangolier, Rolling Thunder, and Roll Up, all grant 50% magic resistance. Okay. Juggernaut Blade Fury, and Lifestealer Rage. Grant magic 80% magic resistance. Grimstroke's Dark Portrait Illusion has 95% magic resistance. Yep. These mostly affect the Black King bar, so let's summarize with a couple of examples. Avatar, which is the BKB active, applies a basic dispel and provides debuff immunity. Grants 50% magic resistance and immunity to pure and reflected damage. For the duration, any negative effect on the user has no effect. Yep. Lasts the same, 9 to 6 seconds. All spells have that piece. Debuff immunity will have effect and deal their damage while ignoring the magic resistance granted by BKB. Or, yeah, okay. And if Avatar expires before the debuff, then it will take effect for the remaining duration. Example 1, your BKB is active. Jakira casts Still Breath, magical, but doesn't pierce immunity on you. You won't be slow, but you still take damage. It will be reduced by your magic resistance, which is increased in BKB. Your BKB is active. Beastmaster casts, example 2, your BKB is active. Beastmaster casts Primal Roar, which is a BKB piercing spell. Magical, but pierces immunity on you. You will be stunned and you will take damage. It will be reduced by your magic resistance, but your additional magic resistance from BKB will be ignored. Okay. Example 3, your Silence. Silence attacks you with Glaives of Wisdom, pure damage, but it doesn't pierce spell immunity. You won't take any pure damage. Okay. Example 4. Bane casts Fiend's Grip on you. Pure pierces immunity. You will be stunned and will take 100% of the pure damage. Oh my fucking goodness. Ah! My brain hurts. My brain hurts, guys. I can't. Okay. Your BKB is active but expires in 1 second. Someone casts Orchid Malevolence, which doesn't pierce immunity. You won't be silenced for that 1 second, but you will be silenced as soon as Avatar expires. Example 6, your BKB is active and you're tipping. Venge casts Magic Missile. Magical, but doesn't pierce immunity. You won't be stunned or interrupted, but you will still take damage. It will be reduced by your magic resistance, okay? Oh my fucking gosh. Okay. Great question. Actually, great point, Tony. They got a day to figure this out, so yeah. They got a day to figure it out. Change gold bounty for lane creeps. Melee creep gold bounty increase per upgrade from decrease from 1 to 0. Okay. Super melee. Oh right, when your barracks down. Yeah. Decrease from 1.5 to 0. Range creep gold bounty per upgrade decrease from 6 to 3, and super range creep bounty increase per upgrade decrease from 6 to 3. Okay. Yeah, this basically means kill early is good. I think. I'm not good with math. Yes. All units now gain 15 movement. What? All units now gain 15 movement speed during the night. Effect is doubled for heroes, but it can be broken for 5 seconds upon attacking or taking damage from player-controlled sources. Base hero HP decrease from 200 to 120. HP per point of strength increase from 20 to 22. Intelligence now grants a 0.1% base magic resistance per point. Damage immunity is now calculated before any damage reduction or barriers. Athletic shield won't be consumed if the hero is damage immune. And magic barriers are now calculated after magic damage, magic resistance reductions. Pipe of Insight, Ember, Shield. Okay. The HUD has been updated to. Yeah, let's actually zoom that in a bit. Oh boy, what the hell just happened? Okay, let's not zoom that in. Okay. The HUD has been updated to display current barrier values above the health bar when one or more barriers are active. Added support for damage barriers to be shown on the health bar for the following items and abilities. Yep. So these are the ones that it gets added with HUD updates and all that stuff. Added special health bars to display hero attacks needed to destroy for the following entities. They are the wards, healing wards, I assume Undying, Tombstone, yep. Any unit-based things now display what attacks are needed, how many attacks are required to destroy. The HUD now shows attack speed and magic resistance stats in the portrait area at all times. Multiple negative effects of the same type from different abilities will now show as separate debuffs in every instance. For example, if you are the Clockwork and you stun with Hookshot and Better Result, 2 separate debuffs will show. Health cost is now shown in HUD, similar to mana cost, and mana cost reduction effects now apply only to mana cost. Previously, effects that replaced the mana cost with health cost will still benefit from mana cost reduction. Okay. Ah, yes. Okay. Yeah. Target dominant no longer has intelligence. Such. It's stupid now. Oh my days, what is this patch? I really want to finish by like 1 o'clock, but it's not going to happen, is it? Okay. All neutral creeps now have 4 levels of certain abilities. Abilities are upgraded to level 2 at minute 15 and level 3 at minute 30. Chen's Aghanim Shard increases the level of all the following abilities by 1, allowing them to reach level 4. Kobold increases the gold per minute from 20 to 20, 25, 30, and 40. Kobold Foreman increases movement speed from 12 to 15 to 18 to 24%. Steel weapon duration is this the disarm for 3 to 3.5, 4, and 5 seconds. Disarm, okay. Vul Assassin envenomed weapon damage per second increased from 0 to 20 to 40 to 80. And then the health regen reduction from 75% all the way up to 90%. Hill Troll Berserker. The break cooldown has been reduced from 10 to 10.986. The Hill Troll Priest. Heal cooldown decreased from 10 to 10.986. Heal cast range from 350 all the way up to 450. The Fell Spirit, which is the Skadi Creep, is it? No, it's the other one. Fell Vex projectile speed from 500 to 800, and the cooldown has been decreased from 15 to 7. The Ghost from 25 to 37%. Scaling up, and attack slow from 25 to 37, scaling up. Harpy Scout, takeoff movement speed penalty from 50 to 10. Yep. What's that one? Takeoff. I don't remember that one. I don't know what that one does. Harpy Stormcrafter, chain lightning, initial damage from 140, scaling up to 260. And the damage loss decreased from 25 to 10. Ogre Bruiser. Ogre Smash! Base damage increased from 200 to 400, scaling up. Ogre Smash radius increased from 200 to 230. And the stun duration has been decreased from 3 to 2 as part of the comprehensive disables reduction. Frost Mage, Ice Armor increased from 5 to 9, scaling up. Move slow 25% to 37%, scaling up. And attack slow 25 to 37, scaling up. Alpha Wolf, critical hit strike from 200 to 300%, scaling up. Giant Wolf, intimidate radius from 300 to 500. Mud Golem's shard split number increased from 2 to 2 to 3. Yep. Health from 250 to 370, scaling up. Damage from 12 to 28, scaling up. And stun duration, yep. Shard Golem, Hurl, 0.1 second, as part of the comprehensive disables reduction. So War Stomp will now be 1.6 seconds. And the damage is 25 to 150, scaling up. Centaur Cursor, the little Centaur. Magic resistance from heroes 15 to 23. Creeps from 30 to 46. Yep. Dark Troll Summoner, Raised Dead. The HP has been increased from 250 to 375, and the damage has been increased. Now you cast Raid Death with below 50% HP. Okay, alright, yeah. So it can only dispels any active when this guy is below 50%, is it? Hill Troll, its snare cast range from 550 to 825, scaling up. Hellbear Smasher, Thunderclap cooldown decreased from 12 to 9 seconds. And the damage has been increased from 150 to 350, scaling up. Hellbear, rush attack speed from 15 to 27. Satyr Tormentor, health regen from 3. It starts at 3 now to 11, scaling up. Satyr Mind Stealer, Mana Burn increased from 20 to 35. Mana Burn Intelligence as Mana Burn multiplier increased from 200 to 400. This game ended, by the way. This time again, yeah. I knew that was gonna happen. Completely forgot. I was like running a turbo game. Anyway. The Satyr Banisher. Cast range from 350 to 550. Mana cost 120 to 100. Yeah. Okay. Wildwing Ripper. Hurricane cast range increased from 400 to 750. Hurricane cooldown from 30 seconds to 22 seconds. Wildwing Tornado movement speed increased from 125 to 185. Tornado cooldown decreased from 40 seconds all the way to 26, scaling down. Scaling down, of course, or scaling up rather in terms of cooldown. Warpine Raider Siege Shot bounces increased from 4 to 12. The Ancient Black Dragon Fireball duration rescaled from 10 seconds to 8 to 12 seconds. Okay. Black Drake Magic Amp Aura is increased from 5% to 9%, scaling up. Ancient Ice Shaman Ice Fire Bomb cast range from 700 to 800, and the mana cost has been decreased from 100 to 80. Ancient Frostbitten Golem Time Warp. Wait, what? Time Warp Aura? Oh, Corsidia, right? Has it? Wait, what? Is that a new creep? CDR from 10% to 14%. Ancient Granite Golem. I care about the neutral creeps, Tony. Sorry. Ancient Granite Golem. Bonus HP percentage from 15 to 21%. Rock Golem. Armor reduction from 2 to 5. Ancient Thunderhide. Slam hero duration increased from 2 to 3. Ancient Rumblehide. War Drum's accuracy from 40. Okay. From 40 to 51. Okay. Wow, that was fun, wasn't it? All those neutral creeps. Moving on, the item update. So this is the full detail. Okay, so new basic consumable items. 65 gold, 50 HP, throw a grenade. Throws a grenade at the target area. Enemies in the area will take 50 damage. Alright, so what I was reading was like the items, but this is the full breakdown of it. Yep, okay. So, yep. 50% slow, 15 damage for 5 seconds, 200 radius. Max stock of 3, 120 second restock time. Yep. Cheeky little support item. Diadem. 1000 gold, 6 attributes. Cornucopia. Secret item shop. Secret shop item, sorry. 1200 gold, 5 health, 2 mana regen. 7 damage, okay. Pervice, which requires a void stone. 700 gold! That's nerfed. That's definitely cheaper. Ring of protection, fluffy hat, 250. That's expensive. No, it's not expensive. Is it expensive? Is it 150 gold? No, it's 250 gold. Because it's 4 stuff, yes. Okay. Recipe, 275 gold. And you get 3 armor, 2.5 mana regen, 175. Health. This is the cast on ally grants some barrier that absorbs 300 physical damage. Yep. 8 seconds, 18 seconds. Cooldown, 75% mana cost. This is broken, by the way. This feels a little broken. I don't know. Feels a little broken to me. Disperser, Defu Blade, Demon Edge, 800 gold recipe. Yeah, I've already, oh shit, I've already, read all this stuff, so yeah, we'll just, yeah, Defu Blade, Demon Edge, and recipe, Harpoon, Echo Saber, Diadem, and a recipe, yep. That's the Harpoon. Diadem, Point Booster, and recipe for this. Pretty nice build up. Okay. Mango now has an initial and max stock of 4, and a restock time of 120 seconds. Sag now has an initial and max stock of 4 and a restock time of 120 seconds. Okay. Salve has an initial and max stock of 4 and a restock time of 120. Tango has a max stock of 8 and a restock time of 120. They deleted the book. They deleted the book. That's terrible. Now I'm going to be level 6 minute 15. Alright, anyway. Dust of Appearance, reworked. Now creates an area that reveals and slows invisible units by 20% in a 1050 radius where the caster was standing. And the unit takes 25 damage. The area lasts 12 seconds. Debuff lingers on enemy heroes for additional 8 seconds when they leave the area effect. Okay. That's cool. That's pretty cool. Does this include wards? Does that include wards? Oh, what the fuck? Oh no, Ricky and Bounty Hunter is gonna be so annoying because now they have 2 less sentries to play around. The restock time increased from 70 to 80 seconds as well. Oh my days, okay. Allies affected by smoke can't use Smoke of Deceit themselves for 2 seconds after application, so no more double smoking. Ring of Health is so cheap now. Oh my god, all these Battle Fury heroes are coming back, aren't they? Like that's like half a creep wave. Yeah, Joe is rejoicing 100%. Oh dear, okay. The Ring of Health and Voidstone are significantly cheaper. 525 regen, 1.75 mana regen, okay. Cloak. Whoa, yes, because this item is good now, isn't it? This item's like uber good. 800 gold. Magic resistance bonus from 15 to 20. Hood of Defiance removed, deleted from the game, okay. Eternal Shroud no longer requires the Hood of Defiance, now requires Cloak, Ogre Axe, Ring of Health, and Recipe. That's insane build up, and that's really good. What? Ogre Axe? Because it previously used Hood of Defiance and Voodoo Mask. This build-up is really good. 30% magic resistance, 12 strength, 7 regen. No longer has an active ability. Now passively converts 25% of incoming magic or pure damage to mana. Has to be magic or pure, not physical. Okay. Magic resistance and passive effects don't stack with shrouds from multiple eternal shrouds. Pipe of Insight recipe change now requires. Yeah, this is getting nerfed. Yeah, 100%. I feel like this. What the fuck is this? What is that, Valve? Come on, dude. This build up is insane. 700 recipe, 700 gold for like a, 5.5 regen, and then you get the cloak, axe. Like this is like great for offlaners. Particularly Bristleback, I'm thinking of, but maybe not, because like the Eternal Shroud previously, the active was like physical damage as well that increases your mana. So we'll see. Pipe now requires cloak, ring of health, headdress, and the 1450 recipe. 100 gold cheaper. Magic resistance bonus decreased from 30 to 25. Insight aura magic resistance decreased from 15 to 10. And the barrier now stacks additively with other sources as magic barriers. Does not stack with itself. Okay. Yep. Basher decreased from 1.5 to 1.2 as part of the comprehensive disables reduction. Recipe cost increased by 100 gold. Total cost is unchanged. Overwhelm stun duration has been reduced by... Everything looks like it's been reduced by 20%. So all stuns have been reduced by 20%. That's what we're going with. Okay. Aether Lens. Recipe cost has been increased because of the Voidstone nerf. Sorry, Voidstone buff. Sorry. Blink Dagger. Taking damage from Earthshine or enemy hero now mutes the item for 3 seconds instead of setting it on cooldown for 3 seconds. Okay. What's the difference? There's no difference with this, right? Yeah, there's no difference. Surely, right? Maybe a dispel. Maybe a dispel. Maybe you're right. Okay. Arcane Blink. No longer provides mana cost and cast time reductions or debuff amplifications. Oh, fuck me. What? 7-second blink. Cast range... What? Ugh! 7-second blink. That doesn't seem legal. Yep, that's what I thought of exactly, Joe. Puck. 7 seconds. Dude, you know with Octarine, if Octarine's still the same, it's gonna be 5.25. This is one of the first things that's surely... I mean, Arcane Blink is like fucking a billion gold, but like, oh my days, the late game. This is... Oh, fuck me. Oh shit, sorry, I wasn't meant to do that. Yeah, that's gonna be annoying as fuck, to say the least. What the fuck? The other blinks are still the same. Okay. Battle Fury recipe changed. Now requires Broadsword, Claymore, Quelling Blade, Cornucopia, and recipe. I gotta go back and see what Cornucopia is. Hold on one sec. Wow, that Battle Fury build up also gives you more damage. As well, 5 health and 2 mana regen. Okay. Yeah, because that's what Battle Fury needed. So same stats. It should be more damage, because if these items haven't changed, this is more damage. This is definitely more damage. No, the build-up is... No, the build-up is... I mean, yeah, I guess getting the ring. No more Ring of Health Rush XD. Good luck farming 1200 gold as an anti-mage XD. BKB? Yeah, I'm sure this is the same thing. I'm not reading that again, right? Yeah. Blade Mail. Damage bonus decreased from 28 to 20, and the armor has been increased from 6 to 7. Orchid now requires Blitz Knuckles, Staff of Wizardry, Cornucopia, and Recipe. 6 health regen on top of plus 12 int. Oh, is Storm back? Because Cornucopia... Oh, sorry, it builds up int. Yeah, the stuff. Because previously it used to be Blitz Knuckles, Voidstone, Claymore, I want to say? I think it was Claymore and a recipe. Pretty good for Storm. But the damage has... Yeah, it was, I'm pretty sure it was Claymore. Anyway, that. Bloodthorn. Recipe cost has been decreased, but the total cost has been unchanged. Now provides 6.5 regen. Health regen. Intelligence increased from 20 to 32. This is a Storm item right here. Yeah, 50 to 35 damage. Soul Rend no longer causes attacks on its target. Wait, what? Soul Rend no longer causes attacks on its target to have a 100% chance to crit. Ah, yes. Okay. That's fine. Still provides the True Strike, which is very important. And additional damage dealt to the target of Soul Rend increased from 30 to 60%. Okay. Vanguard. Ring of Health is cheaper, so the total cost is cheaper. And the health regen bonus has been decreased from 7 to 5.5. But they haven't changed Vanguard in terms of the damage block and all that. So this item is just like even better than ever. Yeah. So this item is just like really good. Like really fucking good. Way too good. Crimson Guard. Recipe cost increased from 800 to 925. Total cost unchanged. Guard blocked damage rescaled from 75 to 70. Plus 60% on caster's strength. Plus 60% of the caster's strength. This applies to everyone. Previously it used to be 75 damage. Just 75. Now it's 70 plus 60% of the caster's strength. Look, my math is dodgy, but 60% of the caster's strength. Is that a small number, Bevo? Yeah, maybe. Maybe it is. Maybe I'm overreacting here. Because I feel like you build this on a Centaur, holy fuck, because he's the highest strength gained hero, right? And... that doesn't seem legal. Uh, 12 to 8 seconds though, if that matters. But like, even Centaur at level 30 has 145 base strength, so 60% of that. But that's at level 30, so like at level fucking 12, I'd say would be like ideal, maybe. This could be real interesting, this item. This could be real interesting. Anyway, Dagon. Recipe changed. Now requires Diadem, Voodoo Mask. Recipe. Total cost has been rescaled. So Dagon 1 is actually a bit more expensive, but it gets cheaper over time. now provides just stats, like flat stats. So this item is actually like not a meme. Potentially. 50% spell lifesteal as well. Energy burst, which is the active, now spells. Oh my goodness gracious, I'm munted, sorry. Oh my gosh. Spell lifesteal, 75% of damage done. Energy burst now instantly kills non-ancient creeps. Yeah. Okay. Dragonlance, strength bonus decreased from 12 to 10. Ethereal Blade, Ether Blast will use 60% of the total sum of the target's attribute as their primary attribute when targeting universal heroes. Hold on. So Ether Blast will use 60% of the total sum of the target's attributes as their primary attribute when targeting universal heroes. Ah, yes. Okay. Yep. Yule Scepter. Recipe cost has been increased to match the Void Stone buff. Wind Waker. Oh my god, Puck just got pretty good in this patch. Honestly, like what I'm reading so far, I can't blink Wind Waker. Like you go to 60, so you go to 60 minutes with like Octarine, Wind Waker, Blink. Yeah. What the fuck? Okay. Glebny? I actually don't think a late game Puck dies unless changed. I completely agree, Bevo, because of the comprehensive disables reduction. Oh my god, Puck is gonna be so toxic. Is Puck hard, Bevo? I'm gonna have to learn the hero, I think, when I play mid. Oh my god, this patch is so fucking wild. Anyway. Eternal. I expect to see like I need to see like 50 Puck nerfs. Like otherwise I'm gonna be like literally sweating. Like when I play Dota. Every time I play Dota, I'm just gonna ban Puck. I feel like Jesus. Anyway. Glebny, the Eternal Chains radius, which is the active, has been decreased from 400 to 375. That's fine. This item's really powerful, guys. This item's really powerful. Because it dodges Lincolns. That's the big one. It dodges Lincolns. That is significant. A disable that goes through Lincolns is generally pretty good. Miona. What am I looking at? Recipe cost has been decreased by 100 gold. And the damage has been increased by 1. Glimmer Cape. Recipe... Oh, okay, this is going to be a big one, isn't it? Recipe cost decreased from 450 to 350. So the total cost has been increased by 200 gold to 2150. The magic resistance bonus has been increased from 20 to 25%. Glimmer now grants invisibility, 40 movement speed, and 300 magic damage barrier for 5 seconds at a 90 mana cost for 12 second. Oh no, 12 second cooldown. Okay, so let's talk about Glimmer Cape because you know, with BKB being nerfed, I mean, like BKB is still fucking OP. Let's just agree with that straight away, guys. Like BKB is really OP, but like Glimmer Cape, Glimmer Cape is a fantastic substitute for supports, and the fact that it gives 40 movement speed is a little ridiculous. On top of a 300 magic damage barrier, as well as increasing your magic resistance. Oh, so the active doesn't give more magic resistance. It just gives invisibility, 40 movement speed, and a 300 magic damage barrier instead. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Cool. Not bad. Hearts of Tarask. Strength bonus decreased from 45 to 40. Helm of the Dominator. Recipe change. Now requires Helm of the Iron Will, Diadem, and a recipe. The stats have been unchanged, and the total cost, however, has been increased by 225 gold. So you could thank Tundra33 for this, because I'm sure he abused the shit out of this item for like a year straight. So, yeah. That's a rip. Sure, this item, I'm sure 33 with like this is like also like a Tundra buff as well, because like, yeah, they love neutral creeps. You know, Doom. They play the Enchantress a lot and all that stuff, so yeah, unironically a Tundra buff. Helm of the Overlord has been increased by 225 gold. The attack damage bonus has been decreased. The dominated creep, sorry, has been decreased from 80 to 70. The armor bonus has been decreased from 8 to 7, and the movement speed has been decreased by 20. Okay. Holy Locket, recipe changed, now requires diadem, wand, headdress, recipe. No longer provides bonus health and bonus mana, but it does provide, yeah, so I'm sure the difference is in the stats. Could be wrong. But energy charge now has a visual effect when used on allies. Yep, that's awesome. Yeah, 10 stats. Stats is always situationally better than bonus health and mana, of course, because you get the armor and the regen. Yeah, Holy Locket overall just really good changes because now it actually provides armor as well. Yeah, Lincoln Sphere requires the ultimate orb, cornucopia, and a recipe. Total cost has been unchanged, but the health regen bonus has been decreased by 1, and the mana regen has been decreased by 0.75. Now also gives 10 damage. Okay, so let me just look up cornucopia again because I'm... Oh, fuck me. Spoiler. So, 1200 golds. So, 5 health, 2 mana, 7 mana. Okay. Sure. And then we'll go back to Lincoln's Sphere. Yep. Mage Slayer. Recipe cost has been decreased from 400 to 200 gold, but the total has been increased from 2400 gold to 2500. This is purely because of the cloak changes, I guess. Yep. Yasha. Movement speed. Oh, Mage Slayer might be good. Mage Slayer might be good, right? Oh, man. Is... What does it passively give? 25% magic resistance, 20 damage, 20... Mage Slayer might be good, guys. Because of the cloak changes. Maybe not, maybe not. We'll see. Yasha. 8% to 10% movement speed. Sanjin Yasha, 10 to 12% movement speed. Kaya Yasha, 10 to 12% movement speed. Meta Style, 8 to 10% movement speed. Medallion of Courage. Valor cooldown has been... Oh, what are they doing? This is like my favorite item in the game. Like, as a support. Valor cooldown, increased from 12 to 16 seconds. And the duration has been decreased from 12 to 8. That's a lot of downtime. Previously, it would be 4-second downtime. That's an 8-second downtime to increase your armor by 6. Oof, that is a feels bad, man, for one of my favorite items. As long with the Solar Crest, I imagine this will be changed. One of the best low-key, like low-value, like high-value, low-cost items. Recipe has been decreased by 200 gold. So the total cost has been decreased. I like those changes already. There we go. The Shine self-enemy... So the active has been... For the armor is +1. So to 7 to match the medallion buff as well. The enemy movement speed has been increased from 10 to 18%. Okay. And the attack speed, slow or buff, is 50 to 70. The shine duration has been... Yep, so it's the same. Oh, damn, that feels bad. But these are crazy changes. Plus 20 attack speed and 20 movement speed. This item definitely... I could see it seeing a lot of play, but damn, these changes, I guess it had to be done. Like, because... like, the plus on armor, sure, but like the twin... Look, this is almost double in movement speed. That's crazy. Love these changes, especially for this gold cost. Because the build-up is Medallion of Courage. I believe there's a crown in there. A windlace. Like, it's a pretty nice build-up. It's a very nice build-up. Yeah, crown, windlace, and the recipe. So, like, overall, very good support item. Gives you, you know, some stats and all that. Love it. I really like this item. I think it's gonna be really good. Maybe this might be the deal breaker for me. We'll see. But this is a lot. These two lines right here are a lot. All right. Is this item dead? Is this item dead? 300 gold increase, but that's fine because the rings are cheaper. The ring and the stone is cheaper, so it's a 50 gold increase. Hammer impact now slows enemy by 20% for the full burn duration of 6 seconds. The stun duration has been decreased from 1.25 to 5, and the impact damage to buildings increased from 75 to 95. Nothing's changed! If anything, it's buffed because the rings are cheaper. Right? Nothing's changed with this item. Who cares about the stun? Who cares about the stun, right? I mean, I guess on like Tidehunter, I guess it kind of matters, but this item is still not dead, guys. This thing still eats towers like nothing. And if I'm reading the map changes, nothing happened to the towers, guys. This item is still pretty good because this thing... Or does it not burn the towers anymore? Is that... Does it not burn the towers anymore, guys? Damage per second, 60. Does it not burn the towers anymore? Is that... It should. It doesn't say that, right? Yeah, because it would say like a full rework. So I think Meteor Hammer is still goated. Oh my goodness. Boys, my smile. Holy shit. I am cheering right now. Oh my days. That is ridiculous. Because the build-up is significantly better because you have the regen from the rings early. You have it 2 creeps early. Or 2 to 3 creeps early. Meteor Hammer impact now slows. Yeah, that's fine. I don't give a shit about that. It's all about the tower push for me. Like, this is all bonuses. And like, the way I view Meteor Hammer is all bonuses. These are all bonuses. But this is just a straight up buff. And the fact that it still burns, because they haven't changed anything with it, Meteor Hammer still go, guys. 50 gold more expensive. Oh no, guys. Oh no. Oh no, 50 gold more expensive. Oh no. Oh no, guys. Oh my fucking gosh. Oh, we're gonna have a lot of fun this batch. We're gonna have a lot of fun this batch. Octary Core, recipe change. Now requires Perseverance. Soul Booster. And a $200 recipe. What? Oh, there's no Aether Lens. Ugh. Oh no, Invoker got nerfed a little bit. Oh no, guys. That's actually such. Yeah, I was reading, I was like, what the hell's going on here? Yeah. No more Aether Lens. Yep, okay. Yeah. I guess Aether Lens, like with Octary, yeah, that was pretty ridiculous. 25% CDR with like 225 cast range. So when I'm playing Invoker, I have like cooldown reduction and a longer hex. Yeah. I guess that's a little silly, guys. We can accept that. Perseverance is cheaper because of the build up to it. Phase boots, 50 movement speed. That's not the passive, right? That's the passive. Yep. Okay. Treads now provides 45 movement speed to ranged heroes and 55 to melee heroes. Yeah. Refresher Orb. Now requires cornucopia, 2 cornucopias and a recipe. $2,600 fucking recipe, by the way. Holy shit, that's probably one of the most. That's probably the most expensive recipe in the game, right? That's crazy. 12 regen, 6 mana. Okay. Yeah. So just neg 1, but it gives 20 damage. Okay. Cool. Satanic. Damage bonus decreased from 38 to 25. Oh, okay. Crazy. Yeah. Scythe of Vice. Oh my days. Okay, so that's cheaper. Regen 0.5. And hex duration point. Oh my goodness. Okay, so as part of the comprehensive disables reduction. Yeah. It's gonna get difficult to cast BKB while they're disabled. It's gonna be like with the BKB. It's gonna be like such an adjustment. Anyway. Oh, sorry guys, I have to FK. I think the phone's ringing. Oh shit. My apologies, guys. No, okay. Never mind. Shiva's God, Active Wave, Speed Blast increased. The Active Blast wave speed has been increased by 50. Okay. What? What is this own change? If the owner dies, with own having 0 charges, it now gains 1. Oh, that's a bit of a write-off. I don't know how I feel about that. Have a look at that scroll bar, Leon. I'm not even halfway. I'm barely halfway. XD. Spirit Vessel. If the owner dies. This is like, I don't know how I feel about that. I feel like you deserve to be punished if you fail the gank. You like that own change, but Abiva? Yeah, fair enough, fair enough. I am an own enthusiast as myself, you know, don't get me wrong. But like, I feel like if you don't get the gank, then, you know, you don't deserve to have the charge. So if you fail the gank, you get the charge anyway. So, a bit interesting, but okay, sure. Wraith Pack removed from the game. Yeah, that's fun. I think this item was probably a patch too late to be removed, but sure. Yeah, okay. It's like it's a waste of like 2 to 3k. Yeah, I suppose. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like if you fail the gank, then you deserve to not have a charge anyway. But whatever. Sure, whatever. This is like cool, I guess. And then race pack deleted from the game. Yep. All right. Yeah, it is what it is, Beaver 89, I agree. Alright, neutral item updates. Neutral creeps no longer drop neutral items on death. They drop the tokens. Alright, yes, thank God they're actually going to explain this. Alright, so you can click on your neutral token to choose one of the 5 random neutral items of the token's tier, and the token will permanently turn into one of those items. That's like already like great start already. That's awesome because you don't have to ship shit out and it's just a mess, you know what I mean? So that's cool. Each hero now has their own selection of random items. Having multiple tokens of the same tier will always result in the same selection of items, as the options are fixed per player, not per token. Each hero has their own selection of random items. What's up, K1MMY? Thanks for joining, man. Appreciate it. Alright, so we're just going through the patch right now. I've just finished the neutral items. Sorry, the normal items. If you look at... Have you ever looked at the scroll bar, Vince, and how much time I've been, like, live for? I've been live for almost 2 hours, and I'm barely halfway. Anyway, so I gotta read this neutral item. So you can click on your neutral item token to choose one of the 5 random neutral items of the token's tier. And the token will permanently turn into one of those items. Each hero has their own selection of random items. Having multiple tokens of the same tier will result in the same selection of items, as the options are fixed per player and not per token. Okay. Neutral items are fully shareable and may be sent to the neutral stash, and neutral items claimed from the tokens are not shareable anymore and cannot be taken from the neutral stash by allies. Items will be muted in their inventory similar to regular items. Neutral items can be equipped without the 6-second backpack penalty, but can also be used from the backpack. You can no longer see your allies stash neutral items since you cannot do anything with them. Possessed Mask has been cycled out, and the Faded Brooch has returned to the game. So this is the one that gives 20 movement speed, I believe. I really wish they just add the stats, because I can't... do they really expect me to remember all this shit? Yeah, this one gives 20 movement speed and 200 mana. So it's like the Tumblr's toy. But it gives the same stats, so I'm not sure if Tumblr's toy will be deleted from the game. Lancer Pursuit, Hound Slow duration has been increased from 1 to 2. Pretty cool for... pretty cool in general. Faded Brooch, Jug is back on the menu. Yes, I agree. I agree, Skippy. Because Tumblr's toy was not the same, I guess. Yeah. Oh no, Tumblr's toy didn't give movement speed. It just gave that jump, right? So, yeah. Yeah, Faded Brooch is its own unique item, of course. Occult Bracelet gives plus 4 stats and provides 10% magic resistance. Pretty cool. Seeds of Serenity, the passive health bonus has been increased by 50, and the day or health regeneration increased by 2. Awesome. Trusty Shovel. Summon Cobalt is now controllable by the player that dug it up. What? It's this one, right? So it gives more gold per minute. It increases your GPM. So you just get that crypt to follow you around. Is that right, guys? Yeah, it will give you the GPM. It should give you the GPM, right? It can't be its own unique creep, right? And it has to be this one. It can't be these ones. Little ridiculous. This item got really fucking good. Because it gives creep, so it gives 20 GPM that just that is now controllable by the player. Yeah, it gives 20 GPM aura. So this item now gives you Flask, Mango, a GPM creep, and a bounty rune. What's not to love about that? That's like literally all alchemist buffs on this one item. Pretty nuts, if you ask me. Spark of Courage, new item, tier 1 item. Oh, it only lasts 1 minute though. Okay, that's the caveat. Right, okay. Yeah, because like I thought I mean obviously it doesn't say it. It's like it doesn't say it, so yeah, okay. Spark of Courage, new tier 1 neutral item, provides 10 damage when the owner is above 50% HP and 5 when they're below that threshold. Vow of Tooltips, yes sir. Duelist Gloves grants 15% attack speed as long as there's no enemy heroes within 900 units. I've already talked about some of these new items at length, so feel free to scroll back earlier. But just to give a summary, I feel like this item, I'm not sure how it works, but if it works like Slark where you don't see your passive anymore, that means there's an enemy and hero nearby. So it could be, this could be a sleeper tier 1 item. You know what I mean? So 10 damage, and it gives 15 attack speed as long as there's no enemy heroes within 900 units. So as soon as a hero walks in, you see that passive go out, then yeah, it functions like a Slark ulti. It might function as a Slark ulti. I'm not sure if it works like that, but that like yeah, if they're like I'm not sure if the passive will turn off if they're like invisible or yeah, in trees or in fog or something like that. So should be interesting. Should be very interesting, yeah. Brigand's Blade has been cycled out as long as the Dagger of Ristal and the Nether Shawl has been deleted from the game. People's Gift now provides half the value to all attributes for Universal Heroes. GPM bonus for the Philosopher's Stone has been reduced by 5. Orb of Destruction makes a return and is moved to tier 2. So this is the Corruption, yep. Which is very, very useful. It's like a little lesser. Impeding corruption armor reduction decreased from 4 to 3, and the movement slow decreased from 25 to 20%. So it's like a Skadi as well, like a little Skadi as well, but it's tier 2, which is the crazy thing. Is that not crazy to you? What? It's a Skadi at tier 2, but because I guess it's not a full blown Skadi because the Skadi is like 40%, I believe. Still very good item for a tier 2 item. Like a very good slow item. But I'm sure there's other stuff that's better. Specialist Array. Crack shot cooldown decreased from 12 to 8. This is broken. This is broken. That is really broken, guys. I usually get this on my Invoker. And I just, like, it just helps flash run. The fact that it's 4 seconds faster. Like, that's ridiculous. And it also gives stats. The important thing. The Specialist Array. So very, very strong item, this item. This one, Vampire Fangs, I remember this one. Lifesteal against creeps is now reduced by 50%. I imagine this is the one that spell lifesteals as well, with like you stack this item with like bristleback with like the voodoo mask. I think this works like that, but yeah. But if it's just normal physical lifesteal and not spell lifesteal, then that'll be interesting. Yeah, spell lifesteal. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's spell lifesteal as well. It just says lifesteal, but I'm pretty sure it's all forms of lifesteal, so that's cool. The Kasama Cape is a new tier 2 item that provides 20 movement speed and a passive that is called 6 Sense, and it automatically dodges the next attack from a hero. Of course, the cooldown is on 5 seconds. Interesting item. It could be really interesting. There's so many like great tier 2 items already, but 20 movement speed is the item of choice you could go for, as this is the only tier 2 item that provides movement speed, I believe. So, really interesting. Oh, Vince, we talked about Puck at length already. I really want to quickly run that. I really want to tell you what it is, but I just don't want to make this video as long as it is. I'm not even halfway through this patch. Like, honestly, it's fucked. I'm not even halfway through this patch. It's crazy. Yeah, so Blast Streak has now been removed from the game, so these are the tier 3 items, and the mana bonus for the Ceremonial Robe has been increased by 100. The Enchanted Quiver now provides 50 attack range, only for ranged heroes. A new tier 3 item. Dandelion Amulets. Oh, it's a Dota 1 item. Okay, what about that? That's pretty cool. Nice. Okay. So Dandelion Amulets provides 300 mana and 25 movement speed. Passive magical damage block. Consumes a charge to block 300 magic damage from damage instances over 75. So this is like a Giga Raindrop that also provides movement speed and mana. And it's on a 12-second cooldown. So obviously this one doesn't crack compared to the traditional Raindrop. So yeah, really cool. Defiant Shell provides 7 attributes and 7 all attributes and plus 5 armor. Passive Reciprocity. When attacked, the hero counterattacks a target within their attack range. Could be interesting, but 7 attributes, 5 armor. Very good stats overall. Vindicator's Axe. This one is my new favorite neutral item so far. It gives 25 attack speed, and the passive is called Vengeance, and it provides 30 damage if the equipped hero is silenced, and 12 armor if equipped hero is stunned. 12 armor. So I'm pretty sure it said 15 armor earlier, so good job, Valve. Let me just go back to that quickly. Vindicator's Axe provided 15 armor. So I don't know if it's 15 armor or 12 armor, but if it's 15, it seems ridiculous, but 12 armor is still nothing to joke about, but it's obviously not 15 armor. Vindicator's Axe, here we go. So, also 30 damage if equipped hero is silenced. So, Mask of Madness as well should provide this as well. So, this item in tandem with Mask of Madness would be very strong as well. Flicker, one of my all-time favorite tier 4 items, will sadly depart from the game. As long as Witchbane, all the Purge items are leaving. Oh, man. Okay, so the Havoc Hammer increases damage by 2 and the strength by 2. Sure. Mindbreaker has been moved from tier 3 to tier 4 now, and the magic attack damage bonus has been increased by 20 from 25 to 45. The attack speed bonus has been increased by 5, and the silence duration has been increased by 0.25. Sure. Stormcrafter now provides 25 movement speed. That is huge, holy moly. And no longer has an active, but a passive, which... Okay, so they've just removed every form of debuffing yourself. So heroes like Silencer, where you would just not have to... You just have to wait till like 38 minutes, get that tier 4 item, whether it's Witchbane, Flicker, or Stormcrafter, and you're good to go, pretty much. So that's all gone now. So it'll be interesting to see what the way to dispel silencers moving forward is, whether it's going to cost you 4,000 gold to buy a Lotus Orb or something like that. So, yep. So now it's a passive, which is Bottle Lightning. Now hits up to 2 targets. Okay. Then another. So the 2 new. Oh, it's just 1 new neutral, or is it 2 new? Because I'm pretty sure it's a neutral item here. Yeah. So only 1 tier 4 neutral, even though they removed 2. Interesting. I guess because Mind Break is one of the substitutes as well. Okay, so Martyr's Plate now provides 20% magic resistance. Martyrdom redirects 20% of all damage dealt to allied heroes within 900 radius for 8 seconds on a 40-second cooldown. So it functions as an Abaddon. It functions as an Abaddon Axe, but you know, slightly worse because you don't get to heal from it. But still, this is really cool. Really cool item. Like this with Blade Mail would be pretty interesting. Apex now provides 25 attributes to all attributes for universal heroes. So one stat, the primary stat would still get 75. Now it provides 25 to all universal heroes. Fallen Sky, as part of the comprehensive disables reduction, gets its 20% nerf. And now we're up to heroes. Oh gosh. All right. Alright. Abaddon, a universal hero. What? Base damage decreased from 28 to 38 to 9 to 19. Actually, yes, K1 MMY. I am up to heroes. However, I've been streaming for almost 2 hours. And I'm going to go back all the way to the top. And we're going to go through the hero reworks, because these are the heroes that got reworked, I believe, because they've obviously put them as a hero highlight. So I'm going to go through this before going through the big patch, because, you know, it's all like pictured and shit. So I thought we'll go through this first. So Muerta finally added to Captain's mode now. Not finally, but yeah, she is now in Captain's mode, and let's see what has happened to her. So, Muerta, Ricochet fear duration has been decreased from 1 second to 0.8, scaling down from 1.6 to 1.25 at max level as part of the comprehensive disables reduction. The silence duration has been decreased from 3.5 seconds to 3 seconds, scaling down, and the duration has been decreased from the level 1, the value point was just insane, to 7 to 10 seconds. So that's that. Pierce the Veil, now upgradable by Aghanim Shard, grants 30% spell lifesteal for the duration of the Pierce the Veil. Muerta permanently gains 2% spell line for every time she kills an enemy hero during... What the fuck? That's ridiculous already. Okay. During the Pierce the Veil, or enemy hero dies with... Okay, what the fuck? So this thing can scale. This hero actually scales. Or an enemy hero dies. Okay, so if it functions like Silencer, this hero just does ridiculous amounts of damage for free. Okay. Parting Shot. New ability granted by Aghanim Scepter. Muerta shoots an allied or enemy hero in their soul. Oh, damn, that's gotta hurt. Alright. Separating it from the physical body for 4 seconds. The soul is pushed 150 units on separation and is untargetable, muted, disarmed, and invulnerable. Okay, so this is a massive save item or a takeout item, straight up. For 4 seconds. No, that is the Aghanims, Joe. It's a 4,200 gold item, yes, guys, but let's not gloss over the fact that this item feels ridiculous. Is this a Mobile Legends ability? That's interesting, Vince. Okay. So it's a save or it's a full doom. It's a full doom for 4 seconds. The body is stunned for the duration and has 50% damage reduction. So you can still attack it. Okay. After this effect, the soul is forcibly returned to the body, which applies a strong dispel, removing negative debuffs and stuns. The soul survives until the end of the effect, even if the body dies. Does not deal damage to allies, and Muerta can't target herself. Yeah, okay. I'm seeing it too, right, Joey? Like pos 4 with this, it's an actual, like, it's a pretty much a Doom by what I'm seeing. But you can't, it's untargetable, so you can't attack it, so yeah. So it's a really huge save as well, minimum. So that's super interesting. Untargetable, muted, and disarmed. Okay. So it's like a Book of Shadows. Yeah. I could see a lot of potential for this. For sure. And like, let's not gloss over the fact that this hero has an AoE silence as well. Like, you can do a lot of cool stuff with this hero already. And now that it's in Captain's mode, it should be very interesting. Anyway, moving on. Clinks. Base damage increased from 15 to 21 to 19 to 25. Plus 1 strength. Base strength. And Searing abilities. Searing Arrow is now removed. Searing Arrow. What's that one? Is that the second? Yeah, that's the second skill. Strafe. New basic ability. Clinks and his burning skeleton archers in the 1200 AoE. Gain bonus attack speed and attack range. Attack speed is 220 for Clinks and 50% for the skeletons. At level 4. Attack range bonus is 200 for Clinks and the skeletons. What? It gets a free Dragonlance. And it's not the dog shit channel ability, right? It's just straight up 220 attack speed. Wow. Duration 3.5 seconds. Cooldown 15 seconds. Mana cost 90. Casting strength does not break. Skeleton walk invisibility. Okay. New basic ability. Tar Bomb. Unit targeted. Clinks throws a projectile that deals 100 magic damage at level 4 on impact, commanding Clinks and all burning skeleton archers in range to attack the target. The 275 radius area around the target is also covered in tar for 5 seconds. Any enemy that walks across the tar gets slowed by 25% and receives additional 45 physical damage from all attacks by Clinks or his burning skeleton archers. Effect persists for 2.5 seconds after leaving the area, and it affects buildings as well. So this hero just pushes for days as well. This hero is a tower, like a tower eater, guys. That's what I'm reading. Because because we don't have Searing Arrows anymore. Maybe not, because we don't get the plus 60 damage or whatever it may be. Death Pact is now a basic ability. It has 2 charges at level 3, starting at level 3, and has a 40-second charge restore time. Now creates a burning skeleton archer in place of a killed creep. Only 1 skeleton from this ability can exist at a time. Skeleton hits to kill is 3. Skeleton damage is 20%, and it deals 25% less damage to buildings. Health and bonus. Health is now 350 at level 4. The mana cost has been decreased by 100 to 60, and the creep max level is now 4566. Okay. And now Skeleton Walk is an ultimate ability. This is the Invis, right? So duration has been increased to 45. So from the basic ability at max level is 40 seconds to 45 seconds at max level. Bonus movement speed has been increased significantly to 30% at level 1 to 60% at the end. Mana cost is 80 to 130, scaling up. Cooldown has been rescaled from 20 to 18 seconds, yep, as an ultimate ability, and now summons 4 burning skeleton archers at max level. Only 1 pack of skeletons from this ability can exist at a time. Is this hero like not broken? Like, or am I just overreacting? This hero feels ridiculous. Like, I get that the searing arrows thing is like is a significant nerf because it's like 60 damage, but like this replaces it, right? Like, it's a 4-second cooldown, guys, for plus 45 physical damage on the hero itself. Like, is this hero like not like crazy to you? This hero just screams nuts, and like you can target the tar bomb onto towers as well, so you still retain that searing arrows pseudo ability, like that searing arrows esque ability on the towers, but you get 220 flat attack speed for 3.5 seconds. Definitely has potential. Okay, yeah, we'll go with that, Bive. Yeah, we can definitely agree with that. It definitely has insane potential, and like that's just the abilities, and then the talents is the tar bomb bonus damage at level 10. The Death Pact. The Death Pact Steel creep ability is now 1 charge, so now you can get 3 charges on Death Pact. Level 15 talent, 20% Death Pact health replaced with 75 attack range. Level 20 talent, 3 burning barrage arrows replaced with 40 strafe attack speed. 20 level or the other talent is more health. 25% at 25 you get 25%. You get minus 7 second on strafe, which puts it to 8 seconds. Or the multi-shot is now the tar bomb multi-shot. Anytime Clinks attacks an enemy covered in tar, he will also attack a random enemy. Like, this hero has insane potential, in my opinion. That's crazy. Nuts. Okay. Arc Warden. All Tempest double abilities are replaced with Tempest versions of Arc Warden's abilities. What the fuck does that mean? We're gonna have to do some thinking here. So all Tempest double abilities are replaced with Tempest versions of Arc Warden's abilities. The Upheaval has attuned Arc Warden to the Ancients. When playing on Dire's side, Arc Warden will have the Tempest abilities by default, and his Tempest double will have its normal abilities. The condition is temporary and will go away once Zet adapts to the new paradigm. I don't understand this. The Upheaval has attuned Arc Warden to the Ancients. When playing on Dire's side, Arc Warden will have the Tempest abilities by default, and his Tempest double will have its normal abilities. What the hell does that mean? What does that mean? Oh my god, what the fuck? I need a PhD to play this hero. Is that what I'm reading? Okay, we're just gonna assume that this does nothing, because if it's like, if this favors Dire or some shit, I don't understand. Like, is Radiant Arc Warden terrible? Is that what I'm reading? I have no idea, but anyway, let's not dwell too much on that. Flux, the Tempest version. See, I understand the first point. I just don't understand what this is. I don't know what any of this means. So Arc Warden will have the Tempest abilities by default, and his Tempest ability. So when you are Dire, you get the alternate versions of the spell. Is that what that is? Please, you have to help me, dude. Also, why is my Dota alt-tabbing? What the hell's going on? I didn't mean to start Discord. Whoops. Why is my Dota alt-tabbing? Alright, whatever. Let's just close that. You spawn with the inverse when you are Dire. Is that an... Well, I have to read Arc Warden, but now my Dota went alt-tab back in. That's munted. I need to know, like, what? I don't understand, guys. That is getting patched again. Yeah, that makes sense. Another 70 megabyte update. Okay, so the Flux Tempest version now provides higher damage but lower movement speed to the enemy. And I guess it's the inverse when you are... What a confusing ass hero. Magnetic Field provides 150 attack range, adds 80 magic damage to attacks made by allies from the field, and has an increased duration of 8 seconds. Spark Wraith Tempest version now has a shorter activation delay, a faster moving Wraith, no... What the fuck? Okay, a longer slow duration, but has lower damage. So Dire Arc Warden in the laning feels really broken. What a confusing ass hero. Holy shit. Who plays Arc Warden? What a fucking degenerate, actually. Okay. 15 talent, 40 magnetic field. Also grants to 40 magnetic field damage. Level 20 talent, 40 flux damage, replaced with 9-second magnetic field cooldown. That's nuts. 125 spark wraith damage, replaced with 35 spark wraith damage. At level 20 and 25 tempest double, replaced with no damage. Oh, here we go. That's the Arc Warden shenanigans right here. No damage penalty distance. Yep. Wow, what a confusing ass hero. Sure, that's Arc Warden. Ogre Magi. Ogre Magi is too dumb to be an intelligence hero, so he isn't anymore. Oh. So now he's a strength hero. He's always been a strength hero, hasn't he? I thought it was always been a strength hero. But now he is, officially. So, because of that, he's an ogre, and therefore gets 4.2 strength gain. 4.2 strength gain. He has no int gain. Intelligence gain decreased from 2.5 to 0. Always 0 intelligence. Always. Always. 0. No int. What the fuck is this? Oh my god. Base mana increase though. God bless. Alright. New innate ability. Dumb Luck. Max intelligence is 0. Ogre Magi receives 6 points of maximum armor and 0.03 mana regeneration per point of strength. Each 20 points of strength also includes a multicast chance by 1%. Okay. And the stuns have been reduced as part of the comprehensive disables reduction. Always 0. Medusa starts as a weak baby, but like a baby, she can get stronger over time. Base strength decreased from 17 to 0. Strength gain 0. Intelligence gain plus 0.03. Mana cost increased from the snake. Oh, sorry, decreased from the snake. From 140 to 80 to 140. Scepter Stone base duration decreased from 1.3 to 1.0. Mana Shield ability rework now has a passive ability. Medusa starts with 1 level of Mana Shield, and the ability can be upgraded to up to level 5. Are we League of Legends now? Create a shield that absorbs 90%, 8% of incoming damage in exchange for mana. Increases base mana. Bonus mana, 200 all the way up to 300. Damage per point is 3.2. Yep. Now, if a hero has a Mana Shield ability, their mana bar will be visible to enemies. Yep. Now also absorbs HP loss as type damage. Okay. Stone form duration decreased from 3 to 2.4. Sure. 5% Stone Gaze bonus physical damage as the level 10 talent. And the level 25 talent is 75 int, replaced with 1.3 mana shield damage per mana. Okay. Alchemist. Acid Spray. Oh, actually, we're going to read what the top bit says. Alchemist, the hero, like all Alchemist players, is now innately greedy. Yeah, of course. Cast point improved from 0.2 to 0.1. Cooldown has been decreased from 22 to 19, scaling down. Mana cost has been decreased by 10. The duration has been decreased by 1. And the damage